Might be a little close, but I'll try to talk a little lower.
Is it on?
Yeah, the green light's on.
You got your green light on?
I think so.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yep.
We are live at All Star Sports Arena. We are here. James Ward's return.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we welcome you in here to the historic All-Star Arena. I, of course, will be with you tonight on the bench and on the ice. The official voice of the Narwhals, James Ward.
With his rainbow hockey stick and all. Didn't
Here
get the
comes
start
Dippin'
tonight.
Chips now, up quickly. Oh, and a fantastic save. And our interim goalie, as we've had all season, right away will prove that that game is not a fluke. He has beaten the Narwhals this season. Now he'll try to give them a win. And up comes Vane now. Dippin' Chips to collect. No
Narwhals
possession
only
here
have
thus far
6
for the
tonight.
Narwhals. As Dippin' Chips here, 16, with a ton of space, able to get around Eric. And in without much contestedness. And here comes the BBC. Oh, and right on the slot, and another good save. As that puck was heading toward the 5-hole, and here comes Eric with a man on. He'll throw it in front of the net. Oh, and he had the BBC all alone there. Dippin' Chips will throw it up and find a man, and he'll leave it for one. A nifty bit of passing. And
BBC's got to have
deflected
that.
Up by the Narwhals.
BBC's got to have that. BBC's got to have that. Put that right in the middle.
Zone face-off here for the
Could have
Narwhals.
been right on his stick.
Puck drop and one. But here's Eric now, and then we've got a 2-on-1 here for the Narwhals. What can he do with it? He's got the BBC across, and a good defensive play there by Dippin' Chips. Here's Eric once more, though, and slapped out by Dippin' Chips. Here's McKenna to collect with a little dump from his goalie. Looking at the puck, and not up, but he makes a good pass up the boards. And here's Vane. Trying to maneuver. He'll leave it for the BBC. And a good bit of passing here for the Narwhals. What can McKenna do? He'll put a shot on. And it's a fumble in front, but the first big chance here for the Narwhals. And a good bit of passing. And a good sign thus far for the Narwhals. And that puck deflected in front of the Narwhal goaltender. As we swap one bill for another. And some contestedness. Puck thrown on by Dippin' Chips. Behind the Narwhal net now. And Dippin' Chips looking to come back, create some space, and set up. And he'll leave it for one man who will outchase Vane. And right off the post.
Wow.
That's a good save there from Bill to deflect it wide. And kicked in front. And that's behind the net. Look for a moment there. That puck was in the net. Ton of pressure here coming from Dippin' Chips. See if the Narwhals can clear here. Still no shifts from Taramina or Ward. Oh, and there's a shot right in front. A missed opportunity there. Throwing it all the way down and collecting is the Dippin' Chips goaltender. And he'll make a nice pass. Find his man. And another nice pass in front. Oh, and a one-time opportunity squandered.
Get hot!
Oh, and a chance here for the Narwhals as Dippin' Chips goes for a change. And some contestedness and an errant pass from Vane. Here's Dippin' Chips, and McKenna able to chip it, but not able to get it away. Dippin' Chips once more will go for a change. Again, these Narwhals made no changes. We're 3 minutes into this shift for them. We've got fresh legs out there for Dippin' Chips. No changes thus far for the Narwhals. Wondering when they'll get Ward on the ice. And Dippin' Chips once more, creating some space, and blocked by the BBC. Up he comes now. And here's Eric. He's going to fight forward on the boards. Oh, and he'll go down, as he often does. And slow getting up. Maybe tired from this long shift. Approaching 4 minutes is he. And here's Dippin' Chips now, setting up. And a long shift for these Narwhals. Not being efficient here with the changes. Coming up on 4 minutes as McKenna will dump it down. The BBC missing that.
Chat, how does James Ward sound?
Again, we're hoping the mic a little close. Again, taped on to James Ward's mask. Oh, and that'll go off the helmet of somebody. Almost hitting the pretty face of Justin Vane. And here's McKenna now, slapping it down. A nice defensive play. And here's Eric taking his time, looking for his man, and he's got some space now. Up he comes. He'll chip it up. Towards McKenna. McKenna not able to maneuver around, and here's a 3-on-1 now. Only the BBC left. Here's Dippin' Chips right in front, and he'll miss that. Standing tall is the Narwhal goaltender, Bill. Maybe saving this game is Bill and keeping them in it. And here comes Ward. Ward out for the first time now, and he's got an opportunity down low. And Eric will go down. Ward will get back on defense, and here he comes.
Here comes Mr. Ward.
Ward now, shifting back to defense. Eric preparing fatigue. And here's the BBC with it.
Eric,
Ward is up at top, and he's going to have a 3-on-1 opportunity here. Ward looking to cut it off. And a good save there, made by the goaltender. And Ward will help him with the ice. And it looks like we'll get Taormina on the ice now.
Eric, you want off?
As again, James Ward here, bringing you commentary from the ice, getting my first minutes. As we have our goaltender Bill just standing on his head, and the first shift here for Taormina. And that face-off one.
For the Fisher boys returns tonight.
Ward again, playing defense. Dipping chips.
The other Fisher boy is
AWOL. And Ashby will come up now to create pressure. Getting in front now. Staying in front of the net is Ward. And disrupting that pass. And a slapper. What on net, and another fantastic save here from Bill, who is standing on his head, keeping the Narwhals in this game. As Ward is starting to feel a little fatigue here. And the Narwhals will face yet another defensive zone face-off. Face-off won by Dippin' Chips. And here comes the BBC. And he's got a chance, trying to corral that puck. Kick save by the goaltender. Maybe the first shot on net here for the Narwhals. And the BBC trying to corral it, not using his men at the point. And now a rush here for Dippin' Chips. Ward using the stick, front of the net. And that puck hitting the inside calf of Ward, perhaps sustaining an injury, and a slapper here from the BBC punched away by that goaltender.
Come on, John. Watch guy cutting.
Ward taking a cross now. And some frustration showing here for Dippin' Chips as not able to convert on these many opportunities as the Narwhals hold strong in the defensive zone. Again,
for Eric.
Our interim goalie, Bill, doing a tremendous job standing on his head. And Ward will stay in the game. Fighting through this fatigue here, using some energy on the commentary and taking the man in front, driving him out. Ready. Yet another save for Bill, again, standing on his head. And keeping the Narwhals in this one in defensive zone face-off. After defensive zone face-off here for the Narwhals, but able to keep it out of the back of the net. Bain now to take the face-off. One once more by Dippin' Chips. Ward will take the man in front. And yet another save. Really racking them up here is Bill. Again, our interim goaltender in orange. Ward thus far doing okay with the fatigue. Able to stay on the ice and give commentary at the same time. Truly an amazing feat. And yet another win here. Oh, yet another save. And Ward will go into the corner to fight it. And then circle back. As it feels as though the Narwhals are on a penalty kill here. Ward staying in front. And Bain now taking it up. He's right in front of the net. Got Ward at the point. Nobody there. Ward able to get it down low. Then throw it. Is Bain. And losing some energy here is Ward. And staying in front is Ward. Staying in front still is Ward. As Taormina fights in the corner. Throwing out is Taormina. And staying in front once more. That's gliding. And Ward experiencing a lot of fatigue here. As Eric goes in, taking a shot and dribbling right in front. A quick shot. Hey, Chris! Hey, Chris!
Hey, great job, Bill.
And Ward will come off as experiencing a lot of fatigue. Not able to get in the way of that face-off. Excuse me, that pass. And the commentary really taking a hit here as Ward experiencing a ton of fatigue here. Not able to communicate with his men on the ice due to his commentary obligations.
As James Ward gives him a shift. I also got a mic, James. You can give it a
It's coming through all right?
Apparently it's coming through.
Okay.
Great. Tony told someone to twist the dip. Who are these guys?
Dip and chips.
Tippin' chips? They're fast. They have shown their speed.
As Dip and
Bill
Chips.
has looked spectacular in net. As another possession here. The Narwhals are down men. They are on top of each other, but they are playing competitive hockey.
And up comes the BBC now. Not a lot of chances here for the Narwhals, but there's one. And it has just been constant pressure here for Dip and Chips, but an errant pass will end up on the stick of McKenna. He'll try to get his eyes up as he faces some pressure. Oh, and a nice little stop there in turn. Perhaps a change coming for the best player on the ice, Chris McKenna. And fumbling with the puck. And here's, in vain, not able to take that away and getting a little shove from the Dip and Chips goaltender. And Dip and Chips now able to use their speed. Oh, and their quick stopping ability and a nice opportunity created. Not able to be converted, but coming right through the crease is that puck. Stick. We've got a 3-on-1 here for the Narwhals. What can we do with it? Getting away, and a 1-on-0. And a nice glove save. Oh, and we've got some activity as the BBC goes flying in to the Dip and Chips goaltender, and he's going to have something to say about it after making a fantastic save. And the team comes to the rescue, but the BBC putting what he has on the table, perhaps dragging his nuts across the forehead of the goaltender. He's not happy about it. He's got sweat on his forehead. He has not had a lot of work to do tonight, as we've had constant pressure from these Dip and Chips. But again, that sweat on his forehead comes from the balls of the BBC.
Where you going, Chris?
Chris hangs way back behind the red line. Not sure what he's doing. Taramina sits with his helmet off. Experiencing some foot fatigue. It's Ward here, and he's just having a rough time of it after just one shift. Again, a lot of rust to knock off for Ward, who is facing just about 6 months off the ice. But up comes Dip and Chips once more, and a good pass deflected wide by Bill, the interim goaltender for these Narwhals. Just holding him, standing on his head.
Standing on his head.
Just keeping the Narwhals in this game. And up comes Dip and Chips now, using their speed. Perhaps some fatigue being experienced by these Narwhals. And up comes the BBC once more. He's got a 2-on-1 disadvantage, but able to get around one man and take a flying shot on. And the BBC once more. And here is Vane with a shot deflected wide by Dip and Chips. Up they come now. And going to his ass is Eric to block that shot. Excuse me, that's Vane. And the puck dribbles in front. And here's BBC once more, whiffing on that shot. There's some laughter going on. And here's the BBC once more, in front of the net. And perhaps he thought he had a man across. He did not. And perhaps a change here coming from the Narwhals. Jeremy, you going?
You need one, Mark?
And Ward's going to go back on the ice. And we'll get that unique perspective as the BBC will have drained all his juice. Again, just 2 subs here for the Narwhals. Taramina forced to come out. Stay left. Stay left. And the BBC now. Excuse me, Ward.
Put that on, John.
Throwing it across and trying to take the man. And the BBC, excuse me, Ward giving a little shove there. As he has now restored his energy. His energy bars as he hangs back, and Eric will go down. Perhaps a rush here coming for Dip and Chips. Not a lot of urgency here from the Narwhals. That includes Ward. Bane, go ahead and step up. Ward having a tough time. Ow, cunt!
Go, Justin.
And letting that go. Perhaps trying to collect. Shot saved! Oh, and a nice pass there.
James running at a little endurance there.
As Dip and Chips will clear back down. And experiencing a lot of fatigue here. Go right, Taramina. Here's Ward. And off the foot of Ward there. Go left, John. Stay left. And Ward will take the man in front. And a lot of activity going on in front here.
Nice save, Bill.
Dip and chips to go for a change here.
How's it going? Yeah.
And again,
everyone's
seeing a lot of fatigue. Taking the across man. Here's Ward.
James is doing commentary and playing.
That will fall to the lap of Bill. And Eric, perhaps exclaiming from fatigue, and our regularly scheduled Bill appears on the bench. Really not allowed to do that, but here he is, breaking all the rules, as usual. And a win here.
He knows he has. Is it
Off comes Fisher now. And here's and a wonderful defensive play. And Ward having a lot of difficulty here now with the commentary. As he comes up, it says Fisher, and Fisher will just leave it there. Go to him.
You guys ready to get back in there?
That's just like in the way. I love it.
Alright, who needs one? Get out there. Both of you.
And Ward will look for a change as he's having a lot of difficulty keeping up his two jobs as both a commentator and a defenseman.
They really love it in the chat.
Again, a lot of this due to the suspension collected by Big Bill, or Little Bill as we say.
You almost didn't let me in here. Dude, this guy's got to
So are we Big Bill and this is Little Bill?
Oh, fuck.
I'm little. I've never been Little Bill. I love that.
Again, somehow, some way, with 5 minutes to go here, in the first half, the Narwhals trail by just one after being dominated in possession time.
You got too excited, Eric.
Make it time. Maybe they'll give you the bug.
Oh, jeez.
Watch front! Skate,
No,
baby!
you got. You play middle. Feels tired.
Oh!
Look.
Idiot. You fucking idiot. Point. Dude, that's not even...
Good block. Good block.
Look how many guys they got.
Good pass by Golan.
Goalie's good. Goalie's really good. A little bit of a dickhead,
You know
but
him,
he's good.
He's the instigator. He's kind of like you.
Yeah, I think you guys could have had him.
It's in the blood.
Yep. You guys got that Jordan thing in you.
It's called competitive edge.
Eric needs one. How are you guys doing?
Yeah. As Ward now preparing
Oh, James.
to take the ice once more. Getting his helmet strapped up as Fisher needing a break.
There you go,
And Ward coming to the rescue. And Chris getting physical on the boards.
Yeah.
Ref calling for him to stop, giving him a warning. And Ward, and here comes Bain now with a 2-on-1 opportunity. One of the few in this game, and a good stop there with Eric in front, with the opportunity closing off the stick there of the goaltender. Oh, and getting it over a beautiful way to thread the needle, but not able to convert. A great play there from Bill, the interim goaltender. Yo, Eric, whenever you can. As Ward coming to the rescue here. Just 3 minutes remain. And Dip and Chips hitting the wrong net there. As the Narwhals will presumably go for a change. As McKenna will look to come off.
You need one?
And Ward back on.
I'm just asking.
Fisher saying he is good with 2:45 to go here in the first period.
Back out there,
Ward once more.
calling the game.
on the defensive side. And a face-off one there by Dip and Chips, but able to collect is Fisher. And coming up now, I got the man behind.
Hey! Way to go, bro!
Once more able to freeze the puck. Somehow, some way, building a brick wall is Bill, the goaltender. Again, that's the interim goaltender. Keeping the Narwhals in this game is Bill. And we approach 2 minutes now. Score still 1-0.
Definitely get another chance.
I got the man. I got it in front. And a save there from Bill, the goaltender. Here's the BBC. Oh, throwing it all the way down and almost flicking it on.
In front!
It's Fisher. That's Eric. Oh, and right in front. And standing on his head, too. Oh, right in front is Eric once more. Can he do? Backhanding in front, but not able to get much on these shots, but a good opportunity there relative to what we've had here for these Narwhals. Getting a lot of fatigue being experienced here by Ward, as we've got the 3 best Narwhals available here on the ice in front of him. He's able to take a little break and focus on his commentary. And face-off lost there. He'll have just Ward. He'll kick it back.
Great play by James
And
Ward.
now got Ward behind.
Oh! Good try!
Oh, and a beautiful pass by Ward. Will he get the assist? No, he can. Tough. And
Ward with some spectacular
the
play.
best play here.
Putting the team
As
on his
James Ward
back.
perhaps has knocked off the rust.
Yeah, I screwed it. Way to go, Bill!
And some words there coming from Fisher, as we're under 40 seconds here in the first period. Narwhals trail just 1-0. Ward taking the man across.
35.
And Ward collecting himself after a fantastic defensive play. And shot right into the chest for Bill, the goaltender, as we hit 20 seconds remaining here in the first period. Again, Ward using a ton of energy, sacrificing himself to be able to deliver the commentary for this game. As 5 seconds remain, we'll get one face-off here and one shot.
Look up!
As we finish first period here, and I'm not sure what else to say except but to call this a win here for the Narwhals somehow, some way, after seemingly endless pressure coming from Dip and Chips. Narwhals able to escape with just a 1-goal deficit, mostly due to the prolific goaltending of one Bill, the interim goaltender. Again, that's not Bill, little Bill, that was suspended last game for some words exchanged. Again, no love lost with our little Bill. But right now, there's a better one on the ice, and he's holding the Narwhals in this game. And needing some electrolytes is Ward.
Yo, I wish we could get a goal.
Yeah, we need what? At 10? Yeah, I was thinking we are in this game. It's only 1-0.
Yeah.
But how about you play a little bit for your goalie here? Look at some passes. Let's go. All right. He's kept you in this game, man. It's the first place team. We're down like 3-4 guys. Like, you know?
My rebounds, I know where they are, guys. I'm just fucking in.
Sorry I didn't score that time, Coach. I mean, I got nervous.
Like that, right?
It's okay, buddy.
Real
It's all right.
nervous.
We're in this game. That's all. You know?
I can't believe it's only one.
Standing on your head.
James, good shit out there.
Yeah.
Nice hits. I wish I could have got that for you, son.
Oh, it would have been
James
great.
put the team on his back the
I
last
was saying, Ward perhaps now going to get an assist.
That shit is so fucking hilarious. Let's all just laugh OD loud for this team. Oh shit!
What?
Look for a fucking couple gum drops because I definitely came. I came a couple times.
We've done a good job.
Vane, good shot too. Vane.
You're just sticking yourself in the middle. That one's solid. That one's solid work.
We've been blocking the puck a lot too. We're doing a good job.
Yeah, took a nice one on the inside of the calf.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I'm good now. You
Let's
getting
go,
another
boys
shot
and
in?
girls.
Good pass. Good pass.
You're good to go or no?
I mean, I'll go out first. You want to come in a couple minutes in? Yeah.
All right.
James is ready to roll. Look at him go.
As Ward here is dropping back up. As no, going right back into retirement after this. As Ward forced here to take on 2 jobs due to the short-handedness.
Jeremy, it seems like you need to get in there because I kind of can't go right now.
My legs are
We need to fill in every week.
Yep.
Honestly, we need to fill in every week at this stage.
You want to play goalie full time?
Yeah, you want the job? It's all you
I don't think so. I don't think he wants it. As an Orwell's not really playing for their goaltender, but pleading with him to stay with the team as they are in need of a full-time goaltender. As Ward will drop back out there to start the second half. Again, he is a liability, doing 2 jobs. He is just one man.
Hey, Eric, step out. Eric, step out. Step out. Goalie's not ready.
And Fisher now, with some banter going on with 17 here. He's got his sleeves rolled up. And the ref calling for the scorekeeper. And a wing going forward by Eric here as he comes. And he'll face some peskiness. But finding 16 there is Dip and Chips. As Ward will grab 11. Who will bob and weave. And then Ward now will face the puck. That shot missed wide by Dip and Chips. 17 here, who just took the face off and lost it.
good block.
Ward here setting up, forgetting his commentary duties for one moment, and then stepping up to the puck the next.
Great save.
And a nice save right in the stomach of Big Bill.
He beat, yeah, it was just
And
a
save
fill-in.
after save made by him. He's had a busy night.
Stood on his head.
He plays in a 40 and
Yeah,
overlead.
he's like one of the.
He's not even the goalie. He plays out.
He's just trying it.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it.
Good pass, James. I like it.
Oh, and a nice bit of passing, but the last one missed there for Dip and Chips. As the man hangs out behind the net. Yep. Follow him. I got left. And here's Ward now on the puck.
Get that out of
Go
there.
ahead, go. Good pass.
Oh, you had him on a fucking. Sean, that's gotta be a
Ward
bad
now
save.
setting up in the defensive zone. Bain will take the
All
puck.
good. All good.
At least you try to jump. He doesn't even jump.
Bain now able to take that puck away. And then sends it all the way down as if he's on a
There's
power
the
play.
whole rink to throw it down to. They just.
Hey, BBC, whenever you're ready. Let's go. Go. As Ward will call the BBC out. Dip and Chips gracefully waiting for the shift change as they'll go for one themselves.
Sounds right, James Ward on the BBC.
As James Ward feeling some tightness under the ribs.
Play, Eric.
Perhaps that's the lack of an expanded lung from the constant lack of play. And off the post goes that shot for Taramina. As Chris now, the best player on the ice, will enter it for the first time this half. We are approaching 19 minutes here. Remaining in this, the second half.
Ward's running out of gas.
Again, Ward starting to burp up some of the halal that he had earlier for lunch. Tastes just as good as going down. As Dip and Chips here will approach the red line and cross it and take a shot on and squeeze in the crotch of Big Bill. Again, not to be confused with Little Bill, who again faces a suspension tonight. Not supposed to be on the boards, but he is not one to follow the rules. As the Narwhals here will take a defensive zone face-off. And one going forward once more by Eric and able to create the space and corral that puck. Just looking down at it, though, and not able to find the open man in vain, but able to collect it once more. And perhaps trying to do too much by himself, as Vane is going to give him a look saying, hey, I was open there. Maybe perhaps he could have scored.
What?
One of the few opportunities here. One of the few opportunities, again, squandered by these Narwhals. But again, just a one-goal game. Narwhals firmly in this one as he tries to slap that one on.
And holds on to the puck. He's very good.
As Eric having a good time with it, smiling and laughing.
Watch the pass.
As he loses that face-off.
Way to go, Bill.
And deflected away there by Big Bill. As Ward will shift down. Got away from the loud shouting of Taramina. And up comes the BBC. Oh, and a beautiful pass right on the stick of Vane, but not able to convert there. A beautiful opportunity created. And some life here showing. Some life here showing from these Narwhals. As McKenna looks to pick up a man in the defensive zone. And here's Eric calmly collecting the puck and dumping it down to the BBC. A chance here. Not able to be corralled and then juggled in front by the goaltender. And another chance there as perhaps the Narwhals spiking some life, looking to steal a game here from Dip and Chips. Again, somehow, some way, the Narwhal goaltender stands tall.
Vane?
It is, yeah. The Narwhal goaltender.
We kind of like to use him and like he could skate up and then skate as long as someone's
and an offensive zone faceoff here for the Narwhals. Nobody seems to want to take it. And the puck is dropped. And once again, slapped on and having a great time with it is Fisher. And here's Vane with it behind the net. Oh, and he'll go down. No tripping call. Could have been some foul play there. A nice pass here from Dip and Chips. Off he comes. Sticked away by McKenna, but again, collected by 11. The counterpart of James Ward on the Dip and Chips. Up comes Fisher. Calm and content as always. And he may lose the puck here. No, he collects it once more right in front of the net. And thrown on somehow. Able to get that puck away and just having a great time with it.
Go on. Up off,
Wow, and throwing out some profanity. The one forbidden word.
And make it slow and steady.
And once more with the profanity. Again, that forbidden word spouted by Fisher. And Taramina coming late onto the ice, but on it he is. And that big body. Again, a couple nice passes here. Perhaps trying to regain some steam here is Dip and Chips. As he will throw it on net. That puck's still loose after being saved and collected at the red line by Dip and Chips. He'll come to his man, number 12, and look to go back. The BBC poking it away for a moment, but collecting once more. And on the side of the net now is Dip and Chips, and covered by Big Bill. Dip and Chips perhaps facing some frustration here. As all these opportunities only equaling one goal. And still a chance for the Narwhals here. As we've got a defensive zone face-off. Very strange hockey, says Little Bill. Again, who is suspended. And here's Taramina collecting that win on the faceoff. And then staying pesky in the offensive zone. But Dip and Chips, that one man, and Taramina going up without his stick. And perhaps that did something. Not too sure. He skated away from his stick. Looking like a mummy. Towards the puck. Again, somehow, some way, after all this pressure, all these opportunities, we sit just with a 1-0 deficit here for the Narwhals. Just under 15 minutes to play. Plenty of time for a lucky bounce here for these Narwhals. We've had a couple chances here. Some more life in the second period. And throwing it around to the point is Dip and Chips. He'll look to go across to the opposite point. And Dip and Chips playing with it at the red line. And a good pass leading him into space. Here's 33 now. Had not seen much of him tonight. Again, some new jerseys being sported by these Dip and Chips. Oh, and some physicality here from the BBC. Using that size, that girth. And not paying attention there is number 12. Perhaps McKenna able to capitalize here. He is the best player on the ice. And collecting for Dip and Chips is number 16. And staying pesky is 22, the best player on the ice, Chris McKenna. Taramina taking instruction from Little Bill, again, who is suspended. And the BBC will come up to play the puck. And a bad save there from Big Bill. And right in front of the net now, all alone, McKenna coming in for some savior. And deflected out there. And here's the BBC. And he's got a chance. One-on-one. What can he do? Oh, and he tries to leave it a little give and go to himself. And going down, 3 men on the ice.
Way to go, Bill.
And a round of applause for these Narwhals.
McKenna, you need one. Taramina, Eric, James, go get yourself some.
As on comes Ward, as he's gotten a nice long rest. Again, still expending energy, putting all his efforts into this commentating job. It is the most important, as we also get Fisher on. And we'll get Ward. And one by different chips there, as Ward will take on defense to the right side. He fights with the man in front. And here comes Fisher now. He finds the BBC, a nice pass, but he'll lose it. Ward taking up the left defensive position and coming up to play the puck. And a pad save there from Big Bill, the goaltender. Slapping it around.
History of long.
Finding the BBC on the boards is Ward, as he takes up the left defensive position and finding Fisher in space. Some pesking is coming. Looking at Ward for one moment, and now Ward.
Way to go, Bill.
Fisher throwing it down. Ward taking up the right defensive position and taking the pass across.
One more, James.
Get that puck out of there, James. Stop it.
Come in.
And Fisher now with space and plenty of time. Ward taking some heavy breaths
Put it on.
as Fisher comfortably will put it right in the crotch of dipping chips.
Come on. You don't win something like that, we're getting in a fucking ball.
And trickling into the goal as Ward forced to take on 3 men at once.
Leads to a goal.
And Big Bill, the goalie,
So blatant.
he got a piece.
No, we'll take
Big
it
Bill, the
on.
goaltender,
Fine.
standing on his head tonight, getting a piece of that one,
No, we're going to take it on.
but not enough.
And then right to a fucking
As
goal.
Ward will get a little break here. We'll be able to stay on the ice.
He wants to go. I think he wants to time out.
As perhaps the ref, again, an inexperienced ref at that,
We left you out there,
causing some agitation with this young referee. Again, we don't have our favorite ref, the old man. He usually is. Yeah, most of the time. That's mostly just who he is, though. Mostly just Eric. Great guy. Yeah, great.
Don't get him.
I need you out here, nigga.
And for a third time, Eric dropping the forbidden word.
Listen, man.
Maybe another one coming
I
here.
was a bit of wiggling off my tee, but
Oh,
you see me go out there, I'm gonna go for it. Oh.
wow. Perhaps some sexual profanity here coming from Fisher. As giving it his all, he is. And the Narwhals still, despite all that time, we sit halfway through the second half of the game. And we sit in an Narwhal timeout with the Narwhals with a deficit of just 2 goals. Despite everything, relatively, that's pretty good. And of course, this Narwhal timeout brought to you by Snickers. You're not a Narwhal when you're hungry.
I just told you. Right before I said, look for the timeout.
If that's the case,
I could tell you
you
needed
guys
it.
better be ready to bring the wood then. Like, if that's the case, like, because the wood was brought. So
Yeah,
you guys
that's what
better,
I'm saying.
like, don't make it blatant, but like, play the puck. Play the but if we're not,
And the referee whistles for the second half after the Narwhal timeout. And we will start with a 2-goal Narwhal deficit. Ward will take up the left defensive position. Narwhal goaltender, Big Bill,
you're gonna have to get back in there.
looking to continue standing on his head. Again, tasting that halal that he had for lunch this evening. Starting to taste that on the tongue is Ward. And stepping up now is Ward. He's on the red line. Puck drop now, win by the Narwhals. But going forward with it is Dippin' Chips. And here's the man traveling in front. Viagro, perhaps his name is. As Ward takes up the right defensive position here. And up comes Dippin' Chips with the puck. And a shot hitting the net. Going somewhere. There it is. Here's Fisher now with it. Getting a piece is Big Bill. Again, our esteemed goaltender. And getting around many men. And then being deflected away. Off the pad there, the goaltender. And in front here.
Good stick,
That's right.
James.
And a great play there by Ward. And being collected with plenty of time by the BBC. Dribbling with it a little bit
Let's go.
as Ward takes up the right defensive position. Throwing it all the way down to Vane and connecting Ward will take it up. His vision on the point as Vane loses the puck there. Trying to get it back.
Watch back door, James.
Here's Vane now.
Oh, whoa, look up.
Puck dribbles
Help him out.
behind the Narwhal net. And slow playing it.
In front. Way to go, Bill.
Puck dribbles in front of the Narwhal net. And the most unfortunate goal the Narwhals have let off of the night. That one will slip easily in, uncontested, as perhaps screened too heavily was the Narwhal goaltender, who's played such a terrific game tonight. Save percentage likely in the 900s, and letting up just 3 goals. Again, building a brick wall. This game likely should have been mercied for the Narwhals long ago.
This is why Harry can't play with us tonight. He said he was dropping the kids.
Oh. What, you see him?
I don't know yet, but I think I see him.
I mean, this guy.
Crazy. Insane.
Like this, I think this is one of the best ones ever. Yeah. I feel like we're fighting hard. Given what we have, I feel like we're really fighting
Definitely,
hard.
if we had
I know.
if we had a full roster, it'd be nice.
I know. But like, I feel like we're like showing a lot of heart. Like we're fighting. Don't force it. I'll be ready in a sec. Definitely been feeling it a little bit.
James Ward back here, as Vane will attempt to send it up the boards, perhaps whiffing on that throw, as the BBC lurks on the same boards. And here comes McKenna, who had a little rush for himself, carrying the puck end to end, and then whiffing on the shot. But here's McKenna losing the puck. Excuse me, there's Fisher losing the puck, as he usually tries to do too much by himself. And here's 11, again James Ward's counterpart, and the goalie way out of the crease here, attempting to find the puck, and he does.
Yikes.
Taramina up now, looking for a shift. As Dip and Chips will get a full change.
You good? All right, Jeremy, go get some.
Sure.
Taramina perhaps feeling a little too fatigued, questioning whether he should go out, as once more he's going to be late to the face-off. Ref will do him a solid. Let some time wind here. Again, the scoreboard does not show how this game has been played on the ice, as pure dominance with very few chances in between for the Narwhals. But here comes Chris, just kind of throwing it away from himself. Stopping it is Big Bill, the goaltender, as Ward right in front of Taramina here. And here's Taramina on the boards, corralling it with time, and just inexplicably going down is Fisher.
Down goes Fraser.
And still on the ground, getting up now, as up comes Dip and Chips. Oh, and he'll miss the net. Time after time, Dip and Chips has squandered opportunities.
Clear it out.
As Taramina will pin the man against the boards, perhaps crushing some more against, and he'll get some help from McKenna. Dip and Chips calling for some help. And laughing, and coming away with the puck
On you.
is Fisher, and the man coming up from behind. And here's Ward. Oh, and somehow, miraculously, as he's got Ward across, here's Ward.
Chill out, guys. Come on. The goalie does talk a lot of shit. Let's be honest. We all know he does.
And some miscommunication there from the Narwhals, as they'll squander an opportunity. And Ward burns a ton of energy, racing down.
I mean, NHL's calling.
And a fifth unforbidden word from Fisher. That's Ward huffing and puffing here. as we'll get the BBC on the ice. Playing right defense.
6 guys.
Opposite Ward.
You think, yeah,
And here's Vane now with it behind the net. And Ward now to collect.
guys over there, like, look at them. They're all red-faced fucking.
And here comes Ward with the puck now. All alone with it. And finding Vane somehow. He'll take his point. Place at the point. Vane's wandering that. Great pass from Ward. And number 11 coming back from some retaliation. Perhaps a little angry. Again, Ward just calling it like he sees it. Oh, and right up. And getting his retaliation. Again, Ward just calling him like he sees him. And getting his revenge is number 11. Hallowell, I believe. It's pronounced getting his revenge. As the Narwhals sit now with a 4-goal deficit. And Ward now taking up the left defenseman.
At this point, you'll get yourself some. You and McKenna, you'll get yourself some. Hey, look, there's Harry.
As here's Fisher. Getting away from that peskiness. A lot of fatigue being experienced here.
That's it.
And Ward close up. Go ahead.
Don't have the talent to be doing that. Great save.
Some frustration showing here
All right, sorry, man, I got
for different chaps. As puck being slammed.
Chris, you ready to go out there?
Excuse me, tick me. As Ward stumbling upon his words. Experiencing a ton of fatigue.
I'd love to get out there.
Oh,
You want to get out there?
and Ward really having a rough time of it. As again, attempting to do 2 jobs at once. Fuck.
Wait for the puck.
Nine.
Skate! Skate!
Hard back, man on.
He beat you.
Cutting in.
Chris, you ready to go yet?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Eric, come on. You got nothing to show for it on the score sheet.
Nigga, you're right.
Open that.
Oh, you're right. Give me your. Fuck.
So one of those days for the Narwhals. Come on. Oh, great save. Less than 90 seconds left in the game. Narwhals being shut out for the first time in their franchise's history with a 4-0 L. Can they survive? Guy cutting in front. Narwhals had chances early, but I think now they just don't have anything left in the tank. Oh! And this man, Big Mill, he just stands on his head.
As the
Without
Narwhals
him,
here are under a minute.
the Narwhals would have been mercied a
All
long
hope of a
time
victory
ago.
is lost. Perhaps just dignity is left
Yes,
to win.
do that.
As removing the 0 from the. Huh? It's insane.
We're ready for him to carry us.
He played against us
As the Narwhals now approach 30 seconds here. Again, just playing for dignity and getting that 0 off as McKenna playing his heart out. The best player on the ice, Chris McKenna, number 22. And just a bit of more nifty passing here. And just not able to convert on the last one over and over again, dipping chips. As just pressure after pressure shot. And picking down towards 10 seconds here as the Narwhals make it one final rush. And one final shot, dignity. And denied! And the Narwhals will reclaim their dignity! An unbelievable turn of events as at the last second, the Narwhals will retain their dignity! Unbelievable! And a victory here for the Narwhals as we get on the scorecard. Unbelievable! An unbelievable victory here for the Narwhals as we're able to get on the scoreboard. And the final score 4-1. An unbelievable job here. An incredible momentum built here for the Narwhals as they shake hands. Great game, boys. Good game, boys. Good game, boys. Good game, boys.
Dub, but it's not shut out for the first time in history.
An incredible victory here for the Narwhals as they're able to get on the scoreboard in the very last seconds. An incredible mountain of momentum built here for the Narwhals going into next game and perhaps sailing into the championship game after a play like that in the final seconds. An unbelievable effort there from the Narwhals and a victory completed.
This has been an FYT production.
Again, the official voice of the Narwhals, James Ford, saying goodnight here from the historic All-Star Arena.
You were mic'd up?
I was commentating all game, bro.
Oh my god, you're insane.
2 jobs at once.
I'm dying right now. That felt like a fucking win. That's a win in my books.
That's what I said.
No, that's a huge dub. We gotta do whatever we can to get this.